All right, yesterday and today I started playing with, and my ground is frozen, so I can't put any deeper iron than what I have. But this is from last year. I have iron there. There's some all around, but I know exactly where this one's at. And I'll take you through what iron sounds like at depth and on the verge of detection for the FerroCheck. So it's loading up. All right, so we're in Park 1. We'll start with Multi 1. Okay. So we are getting some bars. We're getting some bars on the ferrous side. All right, now I'm going to lower the recovery speed. I'm going to drop it down to, say, 5. Okay, because I'm going to show you a recovery speed test in a minute, but this is going to be so that was at 10. This is at 5. We'll turn on it. So we're definitely getting some iron buzz in there. Now, if you were to sweep over this and you were going slow, like actual hunting style, right, we come across, you're going to investigate, and you see it coming up on both sides. Okay, so that's a potential, that's completely up to you. I would dig it, but, you know, obviously you got to spend a lot more time with the machine. Okay, so that's that way, and then this way. See, this is the concerning part. We're really getting a beautiful tone there, and if we come in this way, and I'll raise the coil, that's what iron would sound like at depth without the ferrous meter. That piece of iron is a round rusty washer, like that big, so it's a tough piece of iron, and it's probably down 4 inches. So and it's a good signal. So we'll keep the coil height this high. Okay, I'm going to put the recovery speed back up to 10, and I'm going to show you some testing that I was doing yesterday with recovery speed and reactivity. Okay, so I have it in Multi 1 right now. I have just a piece of rusted, looks like an old wrench that I found. It's very small. And I have it next to about 2 inches away from a nickel, maybe 1.5 inches away from a nickel. Okay, so we're going to crank this recovery speed up to 10. Okay, and this test, well, first we'll go through the test. So we're in Multi 1. We'll go slow. We hit it once. We hit it that time. Okay, so a sweep speed. And let me go to Multi 2. I noticed definitely an improvement with Multi 2. So here's Multi 2 in Park. And that's a nickel, so I thought, you know, Multi 2 will probably do better because that's a mid-conductor. So let me go back over here. Now we have a dime. Okay, so we have a dime. This one's probably 2 inches apart from it. And there's the same thing. It's just split in half. All right, so we're in Multi 1 now. Recovery speed is still 10. Very slow swing speed, and I'm like right on it. All right, Multi 2 in Park. Okay, let me turn this off and turn on the Equinox. A lot of testing and comparing the last couple days. So the big question was, Iron bias, and will it mask? Yeah, a cranked up iron bias will mask. So this is at, no need for noise cancel with these tests. This is recovery speed 8. We'll do the same thing. We'll go down to, well, we'll start at 8 first, and we'll follow the same test. So this is F2.4. It's not really needed. I'll show you. F2.2 is a very low iron bias, okay? On the new scale of F2, it goes 1 through 9, I think. Yep, and F2.2 is a very low iron bias. So even in F2.2 on this piece of iron, oh, let me turn on the iron audio. Knows that's iron. Let's turn on it. Let's see how high we have to go to get rid of the chirp. Let's try 4. Okay, let's turn on it. There's something here. That's why we get high tone. Okay, hone in on it. We know it's iron. Hone in on it. Now, will a high iron bias of F2.4 hit these targets, okay? So we're going to come across. There's the nickel. There's the nickel. Can I hone in on it? Yep. I'm actually bringing the coil a lot higher than I would have before, and then right on it is like not a problem. I'm like 5 inches off of it now. Okay, let's go to the dime. This is now a medium iron bias that will help you ignore iron. You know, and they did this in mind of still being able to recover. Now, would I go hunting with an F2.9 in a relic site? No, but if I'm in a site that's loaded with iron, that's why I do these tests, is to see, you know, how high can I go? Now, it's going to be different. This is a situation with just a small piece of iron, and it's not an Equinox video of saying how much does it mask. I'm just showing here that with the lack of options, this test is telling me that now I'm seeing the iron bias might be too high, or we don't have enough recovery speed. Oh, I'm not sure if I went to recovery speed 10 in there. So we'll go back to that. But this is recovery speed of 8. So either way we're coming, we're hitting that. Now let's lower. Let's go to recovery speed 5 and see if we can still hit that. These are very simple tests that you guys can do. I'm just really doing demos so you guys can see, and I'm learning a lot from it myself. So let's turn on the Legend again, and let's make sure that recovery speed was as high as we can go. And like I said, I noticed a big difference in recovery from what I'm seeing in Multi 1 and Multi 2. So yeah, we were at 10. Let's go through it quick one more time. Multi 1, we'll accept everything in. We'll eliminate the ground, but it doesn't matter. We'll eliminate the ground. So here's Multi 1. We got it that way. We got it that way. Come up a little higher. Go down a little lower. Yep, we got to chirp off the nickel that way. This is raised. This piece of foam is probably 1.5 inches thick. Let's go to Multi 2. Multi 2 is better. Here we go. Okay, let's go to Multi 1 on the dime. Let's go to Multi 2. Sorry, I'm not showing my screen. We're in Multi 2 now, recovery speed 10. So we would not hear that dime. And there's no point in going down with recovery speed, but we can cut it in half, maybe see if it helps. Maybe it's too fast. Let's see if multi 2, which we now see is better on this nickel, will hit the nickel with it cut in half. Yep. If I do swing speed, I get it that way. I don't get it that way. I mean, this is really slow swing speed. Like for unusual swing speed, this is probably mine. So one way. Recovery speed of 5 does not change the dime. All right, so yeah, so this was an iron bias to show you it was in the ground. A bunch of requests to see that. And then this is just a simple recovery speed test that anyone can do. Multi 2 definitely helps with our mid conductors. At least we get a one-way signal there. And if we honed in on it, we'd be okay. Let's hone in on the dime. No, we're not able to hone in on the dime. Let's see if we can hone in on the dime in multi 1. No, we cannot. All right. Everyone, thanks for watching.